For 2,000 years, a single building has been the most contested piece of real estate on this planet. A building that doesn't even exist yet. Right now in Jerusalem, every single piece needed to construct it is either finished or it's actively in motion. The vessels are forged, the priesthood is trained, and the Red Heifers, the one element that has blocked this project for a millennia. They're already in Israel. The third temple is not a future prophecy anymore, it's a current event. This is Glenn, and you're watching Tiny Seed Bible. Like and subscribe for more cinematic investigations into scripture, prophecy, and ancient history. The first temple was destroyed by Babylon in 586 BC. The second temple fell to Rome in 70 AD. And for 2,000 years, the Jewish people have prayed 3 times daily for its return. But the prayer was all they had, because rebuilding the temple requires something that hasn't existed in over 2 millennia. Perfect red heifer. Without the ashes of a flawless red heifer, no priest can be purified. Without purified priest, no temple can function. It's the single bottleneck that has held the entire project hostage for 2,000 years. Now, this is where things get really interesting. Numbers 19 describes the requirements with surgical precision. The animal must be completely red, without a single blemish. It must have never been yoked. For centuries, rabbis searched. Candidates were examined and rejected over a single white hair. The standard was impossibly high, and that was the point. But in September of 2022, 5 flawless red heifers were flown in from Texas to Israel. They were raised under strict rabbinical supervision on a farm near Shiloh, which happens to be the very location where the tabernacle once stood. And as of 2026, they're old enough to qualify for the ceremony. For the first time since the destruction of the Second Temple, the ritual purification barrier has been removed. Now, the red heifer was the missing piece, but the rest of the puzzle was assembled decades ago. The temple institution in Jerusalem has spent over 30 years recreating every sacred artifact required for temple service. The golden menorah, standing over 6 feet tall, forged by 95 pounds of pure gold. The altar of incense, the table of showbread, the silver trumpets, even the priest's garments woven from threads of gold, blue, purple, and scarlet are complete. And trained priesthood, descendants of Aaron, have been ordained. The only thing left is the location. And that is where the story becomes a geopolitical power tag. The Temple Mount in Jerusalem is currently home to the Dome of the Rock and the El Aqsa Mosque, 2 of the most sacred sites in Islam. And any attempt to build a Jewish temple on the site would trigger a confrontation of historic proportions. Some scholars argue that the temple could be built adjacent to the dome in the northern court. Others point to archaeological surveys using underground penetrating radar that suggests the original temple location may not sit directly under the dome at all, but politically it doesn't matter. But the perception alone is enough to ignite the Middle East. And that is exactly what biblical prophecy predicted. Daniel 9:27 states that a world leader will confirm a covenant with many for 1:7. The Hebrew word is gabar, to strengthen, to make firm, not create, confirm. The agreement already exists, it just needs someone to sign it. And in the middle of that covenant period, Daniel says that this leader will put an end to sacrifice and offerings and set up what Jesus called the abomination that causes desolation, standing in the holy place. A functioning temple is required for that prophecy to be fulfilled. The third temple is no longer a distant theological concept. The vessels are forged, the priests are ordained, and the red heifers are in Israel. The only question left is timing. 2 Thessalonians 2 says, "The day of the Lord will not come until the man of lawlessness is revealed, the one who sets himself up in God's temple, proclaiming himself to be God." The pieces are aboard, the prophecy is loaded, and whether you view this as a literal fulfillment or an ancient warning, one thing is pretty undeniable. For the first time in 2,000 years, the temple could be operational. This is Glenn. Thanks for watching Tiny Seed Bible. Let me know in the comments. Do you believe that we're watching prophecy unfold in real time? Or is there another explanation? Subscribe for more deep investigations into biblical mysteries and the supernatural scriptures that they just don't teach in church.